Hey everybody, why don't you just take a seat right now, sit back, relax, because we actually have another prageru ad. You know, I've actually been waiting for them to come out with another transgender themed video because their shit makes me raffle. Yeah, I used the term raffle. It's 2020. A lot of unfortunate things have happened this year. If you don't know what prageru is, it is a YouTube channel and they make really extremist ads and like videos on their channel. They're so uneducated beyond belief, so their transgender videos just crack me up. If you ever missed any of their videos, they have a bunch of great hits, including gender identity, why all the confusion, the gender identity experiment, preferred pronouns or prison, and my new personal favorite, can an 8-year-old choose their gender? Just quickly before I show you this really stupid shit, as someone who transitioned in their teens, I absolutely do think an 8-year-old can understand their gender. I knew I was different from every kid as far back as I can remember. The feeling I had obviously never went away, and it got worse and worse as I got older. For me to be saying that a kid can't understand what their gender is would totally be hypocritical. So when I was 8, I knew that I was a boy in my head, but I felt like a crazy person, so I never told anybody until 8 years later. So with that being said, this video is going to be really interesting because I'm going to disagree with the entire thing. By the way, Jamie made a video on this. This is where I found this ad, and I just had to put my 2 cents in because... Yeah, so actually, let me show you this really stupid video, okay?
What's up, guys? This is Will with prageru, and we're here on Rodeo Drive talking to people about whether or not children can choose their own gender. Let's do it. Do you guys think an 8-year-old can choose their own gender if they want?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can decide what they want to wear and like who they want to be.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's it's something that you feel in your heart.
I believe an 8-year-old is a child of God, so consequently, choices are theirs.
Yeah.
Maybe they just want to fulfill their wishes if that's what's going to make them happy.
Yes, an 8-year-old is mature enough to decide if they want to be male or female or cis or trans, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
That's actually really, really surprising to me that nobody was like, no, are you shitting me? When I was 8, I wanted to be a Power Ranger. Absolutely not. Am I a Power Ranger today? No.
When I was 8 years old and I told my mom I wanted to be a dragon, my mom was like, no, you're a boy. You can't be a dragon, you know?
Yeah.
And so it's like your parent kind of has the responsibility that if you're a child and you say you want to do something, to then tell you, no, you can't actually do this. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, no. Here we go. Yes, the 3 genders. Boy, girl, and dragon. This is literally every transphobe's argument ever. I identify as this. And I've said it a million times on this channel, but they just use the same recycled things. Like, why can't they come up with anything else? Pretending you're a dragon, a lion, or a tiger is different than feeling weird about your gender as a kid. I felt gender dysphoria as a kid. I just didn't know what that term was, and I didn't understand what the feeling was, but I knew that I was a boy. And obviously when I hit puberty at like 12 or 13, the feeling intensified because your body changes and you go through all this hormonal stuff, so it just got worse and worse as I got older and older. When I was a kid, I used to want to be like a lion and stuff too because kids play pretend. Feeling like a lion and feeling like a boy or girl are 2 different things. I wanted to be a lion so bad. Didn't ever think about transitioning into a lion because I knew that doesn't even make any sense, so...
If your heart feels like you are this gender at this point of life and you decide to change later in life, then that it is what it is.
Yeah. But if you change, let's say you change at 8 years old and you were a boy and then you chop it, you can't really go back and change it again.
Oh, that's far. I never really thought about that, but...
Yeah, because they're allowing 8-year-olds to chop it off. First of all, really weird thing to say about an 8-year-old. Second of all, when a consenting adult who had to go through a bunch of legal stuff goes to get their surgery, it's not just a chop. It doesn't get hacked off, okay? There's a little gymnastics to it. It's a little flip. It's a little tuck, if you must.
Would you say, though, that an 8-year-old has the, I guess, cognitive ability or maturity to make a decision of such a magnitude, to decide their own...
Absolutely not, because I'm 28 years old, bro, and I'm nowhere near the level of maturity.
Because 8-year-old don't even know like what life is about yet.
8. Because you're 8 years old. You're a child. You don't know about all that.
A lot of those decisions, as a little kid, they don't understand the full capacity of the decision that they're making at that age.
I honestly don't think at 8 years old you even know what you want out of life.
Okay, I mean, I get it, all right? An 8-year-old can't make life-changing decisions, but they aren't, even if they say they're trans, because you can't do anything at 8 when you say you're trans. You can't go on hormones. You can't get surgeries. The most you can do is a wardrobe change, a nickname, and a haircut. okay? And all of that is temporary. Also, they're just kind of calling 8-year-olds stupid, like that they can't think about anything for themselves. Like, I know when I was 8, I knew what I wanted to eat. I knew how I felt. I knew what emotions were. I knew a lot of things. I went to school, so I learned a lot of things, and I got grades. So they're not as stupid as they're saying they are. But also, 100% a young kid can definitely mistake being transgender, okay? But so can adults, because adults have detransitioned. What happens when that kid grows up and they still feel the same way? Would that still make them mad? I don't know what the people really want. And by the way, trans people are already a small percentage, and detransitioners are a small percentage of a small percentage. It's inevitable. You can't have everything perfect. So it's just weird to me. I don't know, man. People are weird. And by the way, I'm not saying every time an 8-year-old says they feel like a boy, you just immediately cut their hair and do all this stuff. I believe that you should go to a therapist and a doctor and a bunch of specialists to get your kid evaluated if they keep saying that they feel this way. They act like the parents hear the kids say, I want to be a boy, and then they transition them into the boy the next day. Sorry, I didn't mean to go off there, but I'm just thinking about the trans kids and how I felt as a kid. And, you know, I'd feel like garbage if people were talking about me like that. But what am I to know at 8 years old? I'm so stupid and I can't even make decisions.
You ever seen parents kind of push their children that way or seen the news? That's for white people to do.
You said it, I didn't.
That's okay.
Ah ha ha ha. I bet they found the race joke so funny. They were like, okay. Ha ha ha.
At 8 years old, what did you want to be?
What did I want? I don't know. I don't know. I was playing with Barbies. I might have wanted to be like a model or something. And now I'm like, I don't know about that anymore.
To be a dragon at 8.
I
don't-
For you.
It's not going as well as I would have hoped. My career plans have changed a little bit. We got a pretty mixed bag of answers today, but I would say most people agree that an 8-year-old does not have the capacity to be making life-altering decisions like choosing their own gender.
Oh my god, it's not a life-altering decision. Like I said earlier, even if a kid did transition, there's nothing permanent about it. It's a haircut, clothes, and a nickname. They can't do surgeries, they can't do hormones when they're 8 years old. Hormones, sorry, not hormones. Hormones.
And parents should definitely not be pushing this onto their children. If you guys like this video, make sure you share with your friends.
How could I ever forget about that one? It's happening everywhere in the world. They're transing all of our children. All of the parents are forcing it down their kids' throat.
Prageru is a 501c3 organization. Help us keep our videos free by making a tax-deductible donation today.
This dude looks like he was in the most popular frat in college. The hardest frat ever to get into. He looks like he could chug 5 White Claws in like 5 minutes. Yeah, so I thought that video would give you guys a little laugh, so, you know, just had to come on the channel, share it. And, yeah, if Prageru comes out with any more transgender or just stupid videos in general, I will definitely react to more of them. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you next week with a new video. Bye.